Hello and welcome back to Bones at All. This week is a very exciting episode that I've been waiting to do for the past, ever since I started the podcast, and I've just been waiting for it. The first two were just fillers. We're getting to the real stuff today. So, today we're talking about the very, very exciting Cambrian Explosion. Sit back and relax and listen to me ramble on about it. So, yeah, today we talk about the Cambrian Explosion. If I sound a bit raspy and nasally and sickly, that's right, I am sick. I have a sore throat. Correct. Cambrian Explosion. Um, I think I'm gonna rank all of these geological periods from, no, I would not want to live there, to, yes, I would love to live there. This one, yes, I would love to live there. Not on land, though. Nothing was on land during the time, except for small plants. No, not yet. Not yet. That's not yet. I think that's Ordovician. That's next week. Anyways, I would have loved to live in the marine environment. However, no, yeah. I think I would have survived in the ocean, yeah. Large level, like an increase in oxygen levels in the entire atmosphere. I would have lived. If I had gills, maybe, I don't know. I think I could breathe out of water, maybe? I don't know. Oh, ow. Anyways, marine environments. Cambrian, all about marine environments. Nothing on land, as I said before. Marine environments were dominated by arthropods, so, for example, trilobites. So, like, invertebrate, like, with exoskeletons, like, yeah. Other invertebrates include brachiopods and priapulids. I looked them up. They look pretty cute. Yeah. Let me see if I can try to describe them again. Pods. Ooh, they're like clams. Brachiopods actually still exist. They're just really rare and small. They look like scallops. Yeah, they do look like scallops. They're very cute. They're very cute. What I was gonna rank if I would eat them again, like the last episode. I wouldn't. They're too cute. Oh my god. Anyways, the Cambrian explosion really, again, like the cryogenic, paved the way for growth and development of species, modern arthropods, and major modern animal groups. Many Cambrian organisms were soft-bodied, so they probably had cartilage, and they were found in the Burgess shell. Burgess shale. Americanify it. Shale. Burgess shale. I think it was in Canada. Yes, it was. No, but it's really fascinating. I think I've talked about this before, that these like organisms during the Cambrian were fossilized so well that we know what they look like. Because they have cartilage. They should not look like that. But the fact, I mean, cartilage doesn't fossilize like that. It's really fascinating. Like, there has to be specific conditions for the cartilage to fossilize so perfectly like that we know what they look like. You know, that's how we. Well, I already talked about the megalodon on this, so no. Um, and you might be thinking, wow, so many species, so many organisms during that time. Why is that? Well, many external factors to the Cambrian explosion. There are also internal factors, but I'm going to external first. So, um, through chemical analysis of the rocks, there was an increase in oxygen levels in the atmosphere, which is often attributed to the explosion of biodiversity. So, I'm gonna put my GCSE geographical knowledge into this, even though I do take geography A level, but I don't think we've gone to that part yet. More oxygen, um, more oxygen diffused in waters. Well, more oxygen diffused in waters, and then greater ability for gas exchange. So, you know, more life in water, and then yeah. In that context, in the context of the Cambrian explosion, yes, that does occur. Anyways, from my research, there was only one external factor. I'm pretty sure there are more. I'm pretty sure there were more, but it was a brief overview. But however, there are more internal factors. For example, an increase in predators may have promoted defensive strategies and development of the food web. So it's kind of like natural selection. There's a new predator on the street. Oh, there's a new like um well, how do I put this in human terms? I'm just gonna take my GCSE biology knowledge. Anyways, there's a new predator. Animals have to try and adapt to make sure that they thrive. So, for example, well, it's not really predator in a way, but for example, in the Victorian era, so like in the Industrial Revolution in the UK, there were these moths that were white, and the trees in the surrounding areas were also white. They were birch trees. But however, as time went on, the moths began to turn black, as the tree barks also began to turn black due to all the pollution from, industry in the local region. This is because the black color was becoming more and more desirable as they were able to camouflage better with the tree bark. So the black moths reproduced more instead of the white moths because they got targeted. They were easy to spot and they were killed by predators. And so there were more, and so the genetics. Wait, hold on. So as the black moths reproduced, the genetics of them, continued down the generations until they began to become fully black. However, now they're back to white because no more industrial revolution, the trees are back to being white. Something like that. Natural selection. Darwin's theory. We like Darwin. I read his book. It was really nice. Is he well, yeah, it was funny. It was funny. I haven't fully read it. I read some of it. I will finish reading it, I think, maybe, hopefully. Anyways, went on a tangent about biology that was maybe relevant. I don't know. It seemed pretty relevant to me, so I'm putting it in. Anyways, but the explosion may have also been affected by the effects of organisms in the environment. The reduction of microbial mats from the Ediacaran period, the one where they found footprints and organisms that nibbled at it. They nibbled at it and then moved. Nibbled at it and then moved. That one. They attributed to an increase of grazing invertebrates, which led to burrowers. Burrowers, which mixed up the sediment of the sea floor, which introduced oxygen to it. So greater oxygen in the sediment. So yeah, aeration. The increase of zooplankton allowed fecal matter to settle on the seafloor, greatly increasing the nutrient supply in Cambrian waters. So, a much better environment than what we had before in the Cryogenian and the Ediacaran. Um, Both were practically, in some ways, desolate. This one is just a boom in character, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Um, yeah. Oh, building on what I said before with the fossilization of the soft-bodied organisms with the cartilage, um, this may be because of low concentrations of sulfur in Cambrian oceans, which decreased the rate of decay in sediments. And then the oceans were also alkali, which led to the early compaction of the sediment sealing buried organisms. So I'm gonna input my geography A-level knowledge. Low oxygen, so for example in peat bogs, will decrease the rate of decomposition. It will practically seal the body, the dead organism. It will seal the dead organism, and it will prevent like anaerobic respiration from bacteria on or in the dead organism. So there won't be lactic acid produced, no carbon dioxide produced, none of that, no decomposition. So yeah. And then some arthropods from China alive during the Cambrian were also shown to have evidence of a brain and nervous system. What? Nervous systems already? That's right. But, hold on. What? No. Oh, however, yeah, that is relevant. My notes looked like something, it looked like something wasn't relevant, and I got so confused. Anyways, sorry about that. However, on like the brain and nervous system evidence in arthropods from China alive during the Cambrian. Recapping, because I went on a tangent. Sorry. However, Robert Sampson's observations on chordates, a type of organism during the Cambrian, showed that fossilization was a race between decay and preservation. So, a very complex process, very delicate, something you probably don't want to mess with. An organism can appear very differently over a longer period of time. So, chordates. So, have you seen... I'm pretty sure... I think it's a humanly experience, a universal experience to have a plant at home, and you forget to water it. You forget to take care of it. And then when you come back to it in a couple of years' time, well, months' time, not years, it's literally rotted away. It's kind of like that. As in well, I don't know what I'm trying to apply here. But to me, it's kind of like that scenario. I don't know about you. Anyways, for example, in Sampson's case, the heads of the chordates would decay first. That's a bit, well, bacteria in the head, and then they cause it to decay first due to anaerobic respiration. Maybe, I'm not sure. Now we're going into, oh, I forgot to say, the Cambrian Explosion was one of the big five mass extinctions of the entire world history. However, it's, well, yeah, it is one of the biggest five. The next one is Ordovician, which we will be doing next week. I am also very excited about that. Anyways, now I will be getting into the organisms during the Cambrian. Why? Because there abundance of organisms. Literally so many. Why wouldn't I get into it? And also, it's the first time I'm getting into organisms on this podcast fully, like directly. You know what I'm trying to say? These two were very cute, although they were predators. So, um, talking about fossilization, there was a debate on the Burgess Shale fossils, um, because they were extremely flattened organisms and they were very difficult to separate and, distinguish, to describe, to draw out, to observe. Very difficult. Um, so the fossils were split open, literally split open. So insides were observed instead of the exterior. So this caused a lot of difficulties in observation and what the organism should look like. So, I mean, it was ages ago. I'm pretty sure paleontologists are still trying to find other ones from the Cambrian. But yeah, all the more interesting. I'm here for it. I am so here for it. Anyways, one of one of the organisms during the Cambrian is Opabina. 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 How do I describe Opabina? Let me draw up a picture. They're cute. They are very cute. Remember what I said last week about me wanting to eat one of the organisms because I thought they would look yummy if they were like a shape of a gummy. Ooh, look at that rhyme. Sorry. This is one of the ones that I mistaked it for. Opabina. Yeah, Opabinia. Opabina? Opabina. I'm saying it wrong so many times. Opabina. Whatever. It was relatively large during that time. But compared to us, it's actually quite small. It's like, I think it's around the size of your arm, I'm not sure, but it is so small. Big during that time, small during our time. Now get this. It had not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 eyes. Girl had 5 eyes. Okay. 2020 vision who? Sorry. Small head though. So, if you were on a date with Opabina, you'd be staring at 5 eyes. Sorry. It also had a protruding proboscis. So, proboscis as in, like, what butterflies have. Their tongue to, drink nectar from flowers. But these were predatory proboscis. Is that the correct plural? I think so. Yeah. Predatory. They were to help the Opabina to grab their food and eat it. Would I pay millions to see that? Yes. I want to see something that's tiny as what? I don't know. As yeah, grab something and eat it. Who wouldn't want to see that? I want to see that for biology. On biology, I want to see that. Heck yeah. Anyways, the proboscis came out from the head, like a elephant, but I've said this already. Predatory. It had spines, probably like backward facing spines, like the ones that boa constrictors have to grab onto their food, supposedly to grasp. So yeah, backward facing. Oh yeah, the mouth opening was behind the proboscis. So yeah, elephant-like, but not elephant-like, on the terms of size. Small Opabina, large elephant. Completely different, but also kind of the same. I don't know what point I'm trying to come across here, but it was backwards facing. So, anyways, you're probably thinking like, underwater, how did they breathe? How did they exist? Um, well, guess what? Behind the head there were 15 tergites. Each were overlapping the next, so kind of like a conveyor belt, rubber sheets, from in the airport. Each tergite Behind each tergite there was a series of lamellae. So, fish have gills. We all know that. Fish have gills. On each gill, um, each gill arch has many gills. Each gill, each one strand of gill has thousands of lamellae, and within each lamellae there are many, many more lamellae. So, high rate of surface exchange. Guess what those are used for? Gas exchanges. So, I mean, from that conclusion, we can probably draw that it was probably for gas exchange. Also, did you know that fish have a countercurrent blood system to help them maintain the high concentration of oxygen across the gill length for optimal gas exchange? I was actually blown away when I heard this, which is weird. I shouldn't be blown away. Anyways, cute. Would I have a plushie of Opabina? Yes, I would pay. I think they're actually on Amazon and they're actually pretty cheap. I might ask that as a Christmas present. Anyways, I'm also carrying on another um organism during the Cambrian. I'm not finished. There's a lot more, but I'm going to talk about another because I love this one. This one is cute as well. This one's called Amalocaris. Cute, 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 cute. They're so cute. Type it up on the computer. Cute, adorable. Anyways, compared to the other organisms in the Cambrian period, just like Opabina, they were large. Yeah, compared to the other organisms, but not large to us, obviously. Um, the head was covered with a shield, and the dorsal side of the head was thought to have a pair of eyes. So think of plates all along the body. The head had a plate, but then there were two googly eyes sticking at the side of it. That's so Pokemon. That's so cute. That's I can't. Um anyways, the ventral side had a square mouth opening surrounded by rings of plates and backwards facing teeth. So, the backwards facing teeth, obviously, from what I said before, from Opabina, to grasp and, um, hold on to their prey. And you probably thought from what I described Amelocaris to be like cute, cuddly. No, this girl was predatory. Anyways, in the front of the mouth there were a pair of appendages which were spiny. So, kind of like an antenna, but armored and had an exoskeleton. One example of a Malocaris, it's a family of species that is long gone. I am so sad. Anyways, an an Anomalocaris Northorsti, I have difficulty, excuse me. Each appendage or antenna had a long spiny blade. I have paid to seen that? Yes. From I can't that's cute. Um from that I think we can distinguish it was used to, kill prey. Anyways, it had Amalcaris had a series of flaps, which acted like fins, and they worked in series. So that's pretty similar to Opabina because Opabina did also have like a series of flaps which worked like fins. Because of that, I think we can also distinguish that Amalocaris had a similar, gas exchange site to Opabina. I mean, I'm backtracking to if I would buy a plushie of Amalocaris online on Amazon. I would put it on my bed. And yeah, I would. I would absolutely buy it. Take this. Two Christmas presents that you could give to, I don't know, a paleontology friend. An Opabina plushie or a Malocaris plushie. Either of those two, nothing else. Nothing else could be better. Look at those two. They're cute. They're adorable. I would do anything. Well, not anything. I want those plushies greatly. There we go. So yeah, that's all I have on the Cambrian Explosion. It was fun. I loved the Cambrian Explosion. So next week, what's next week? Ordovician. Let's look at how long Ordovician is. Longer than the Cambrian. The notes are long. They are quite long. So yeah, fun. Very, very fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, next week should be fun. Look at that. There's so much stuff. Ooh, nice. Okay. After the Ordovician, we have the Silurian. How much stuff in the Silurian? Not as much as the Ordovician, but should be nice. Anyways, so yeah, that's the end of it. Thanks for sticking by. Thanks for hearing me rasp on about the Cambrian and how cute I think the organisms are, because they are so cute. But thank you. See you next week. Bye bye.